you see so many cops out there, but they have to justify it. And even when there's no crime, they still have to justify it. It's a real powerful book.
What did I have?
Yes, good afternoon. Good morning. I'm looking for Detective Mora. I met with the gentleman approximately 4 to 5 weeks ago. Been trying to reach him. I had lost the number and then I'm just reaching him back now. The answers to it. Affirmative, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, good morning. Yeah, unfortunately, I never got to pronounce the correct spelling for his name. I spoke with him at 28 Liberty Street downstairs at the lobby, and I never was able to get the correct spelling. But, yeah, I don't know. I apologize, but I know I spoke with the gentleman. He showed me his shield, and he came downstairs to meet with me. Maybe I could speak with someone else. Sorry? I had a complaint against the New York City shelter system. I was a victim of a robbery by the staff, grand theft. I'm a former auxiliary police officer out of New York City, 6-1 Precinct, 17 Precinct. I was also a 9/11 responder. I served with the fire department as an auxiliary lieutenant. I got sick after 9/11, and unfortunately, while I was staying in the shelter down here, the staff went in my room and stole $4,000 out of my room that I had just received as a settlement, grand theft. And it seems that when I went to the 5th Precinct, I spoke with Detective Lee from the 5th Precinct, who I've yet to hear from since that date. It was October 19th when this occurred. I almost died in the hospital, and I just think that somebody's being dereliction of duty, first of all. I can't get a call back from this guy. I can't get any type of follow-up. I've been to so many different agencies, your agency, Jamali Williams' agency, the New York District Attorney. Nobody seems to, it's like these shelters have some sort of a past where crimes can be committed against homeless people, and nothing is ever followed up on. This is grand theft. This is not 40 cents. It's not $40. This was $4,000 that was taken out of my room. And I have the proof. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a burglary, but... Yes, sir. I have it all completed, but it's just that for some reason, Detective Lee put this investigation under the staff at the Breaking Ground facility here on Bowery Street to let themselves investigate themselves and clear themselves, which is conflict of interest, And I can't get anybody else to look into this matter for some reason. And I'm not the only person that's the victim of this. The staff does this regularly to all the clients, and we can't get anything done jurisdictional-wise. The police won't investigate it. For some reason, they just take it and let it go as it goes. And this is wrong. I served my country when this country was attacked. I don't expect any special privileges, but I'm not some skell on the street. I just won this in the litigation. And unfortunately, I don't have much time left to live, my friend. I have cancer. I have multiple situations from working at Ground Zero. I mean, I was lucky to get through the North Tower collapse. So unfortunately, I'm still here going through this craziness here, and I can't get anybody to investigate an obvious crime. This is grand theft. This is a felony. go and wait for me to get in the ambulance to go in my room to ransack my stuff, and then act like you're packing my stuff up as I'm being discharged. And here I am. I almost had a heart attack in the hospital. I was in there for 3 days. I come back, all my stuff was packed up in garbage bags, and my money was totally gone. Now, I had the head of security. I did my own investigation. I have the head of security admitting to me, oh, yeah, they told me that your money was there, and they were counting it. And, like, what are they doing in my room in the first place? Why are they in possession of my money? And what are they doing counting it? I had the person who I asked specifically, the RA, the resident attendant, to please secure my room, admitting to me, yeah, I counted your money, and then I put it in an envelope, and I put it under your mattress, which it wasn't there when I got there. There were only 2 people in my room, because there's a camera sitting right outside my door. So it's obvious, if you're in possession of my money, and you're the last person to be in possession of my money, and my money comes up missing, you're it. You're the #1 suspect. So I can't get anybody to even look into this matter properly. The city is in conflict of interest because the police put them to investigate it and then released it to them, to clear themselves. Totally wrong. Totally wrong. And when I spoke with Detective Mora, I forget his name, his pronunciation, but I think he was coming up for retirement, so I don't know if he might have retired from your office or not. But I spoke with him downstairs. He mentioned that there was supposed to be someone who was supposed to be following up with me. And unfortunately, I didn't have a phone because I'm in financial crisis here. I get my Social Security, but I had to pay for my insurance, my storage. I mean, they literally threw my medicine away. I had heart medication. I had insulin that they threw away. And it's like, this is a criminal enterprise because they're not doing anything to keep their records in check. And they're hiring ex-felons, which I believe under federal mandate, there's not supposed to be ex-felons working there. So this is an ongoing situation with multiple homeless services that, they're in conflict of interest. I'm not 100% sure of the felony thing, but the fact that this place was full of felons working in there's got to be some sort of federal code that if you're receiving federal funding, part of that situation was that you weren't going to put, felons to work there. And that's what's going on. And it's not just this place. It seems to be all the shelters that are doing this. And it's a life and death. I had to chase a predicate child rapist out of a felon, out of a facility just the other day. Because he was working as a volunteer around kids. And this guy was a level 3. And he was working around Alicia Keys, the singer, and her 2 kids. And so I had to inform the shelter, like, this guy's a predicate felon. He's got 4 rapes on minors. He's not supposed to be anywhere around children. They gave me a 90-day suspension for doing that. And, this is retarded. This is just totally backwards. Somebody needs to investigate these shelters. Really, because it's more of a criminal enterprise than it is for rehabilitative services for the homeless. It's about making money. It's a racket now. And we can't get anybody to even look at that. Because, Trump just passed a federal law that if you abuse an animal, you get 7 years. Homeless people can't even get a crime investigated. A crime against homeless people is now less important than abusing an animal. And that really, that just boggles the mind. I mean, what's next? Are they going to put us in concentration camps and liquidate us? So, I don't mean to vent on you, sir, but we see it from the inside, and unfortunately, it's as though the outside world can't see what's going on here. The glass is tainted, and it's sad because an obvious crime. If I go into a commercial establishment or I go into a residential place and steal $4,000 from that place, I'm going to be arrested. These people aren't even questioned by the police. There's no interrogation. There's no investigation. The investigator says, I'm going to put it in their hands and let them investigate it themselves. And it's like, wait a second. This is just wrong. You're not supposed to leave it in their hands to investigate themselves if they have a rash of robberies being committed by the staff. They have access to the rooms. They're the only ones. These rooms are single rooms. We have keys. If we're given keys to our own private rooms, then that constitutes a form of privacy. And if that privacy is violated and they ransack through our stuff, then that's burglary. And if it's more than $1,000, that's grand theft. You know, and grand larceny. We can't even get the police to acknowledge that. It's as though, you know, we have such a bad mark on us. I was a fireman. I was an auxiliary police officer. You know, my record is impeccable. You know, I don't have a problem. You know, I defend law enforcement to the teeth. I'm a supporter of law enforcement. But this is making me doubt myself. I'm like, wait a second. You know, since when doesn't the police investigate an obvious crime? If I'm providing you with the evidence that these people are admitting to handling my money, and I come back from the hospital, and I have to have security open my door because I lost the key, and security standing there with me going, what the hell happened to your room? And my money's missing, then it's obvious somebody stole the money. And the only two people that were acknowledged to be in my room were the workers. So it's you know, open and shut case. So anyway, I called up to speak with this detective because unfortunately I was without a phone for a little while. And but I had been following up with other people as well, and I can't get the governor to acknowledge anything. I noticed excuse me. I can't get the mayor obviously to do anything. And it's like, you know, when your public officials turn their back on you, it's obvious that there's some form of conflict of interest with these shelter systems. You know, so I've pretty much given up, man. I put it up on YouTube and I let everybody see it for themselves. And, you know, whatever comes from that, you know, the state attorney general doesn't want to investigate, the New York City Police Department doesn't want to investigate, the Monty Williams office, public advocate doesn't want to investigate. It's going to bear on them because the people, I've already put the evidence on YouTube. It's like I can't trust the officials anymore. I'm getting ready to file a 1983 in a little while against everybody because I think this is a civil rights violation. The fact that a crime was committed against me while I'm in the shelter system, in a safe haven no less, and nobody wants to investigate. You know, I don't know what else to do, sir. Affirmative, yes, sir. Detective Lee. Affirmative, yes, sir. No, I think he went golfing. Detective Lee is supposed to be going on his retirement soon. Affirmative. I did already, and unfortunately what they're telling me to do is to file for a report at 1 pp, and I can't even get the detective to call me back, so. Exactly. That's I'm like, this is new to me. I was a former auxiliary police officer. I was absent. I was an auxiliary PSU. Right. It's dereliction of duty, which is what I'm trying to get investigated, sir. Because obviously, if nobody's going to investigate this case properly, then obviously. So I guess the promises that Detective Mora actually made to me that somebody was going to take this report is now null and void. Yes, sir. I've been contacting the AG's office via Facebook. I've left all the evidence with Letitia James. No. Well, Detective Mora had made mention to me that this was the people's prosecutor. And when the system doesn't work, then people... Yeah, exactly. It's just being swept under the rug again. Well, I mean, I was told something totally different. I can't get the AID to investigate, the Internal Affairs Bureau to investigate. I can't get the precinct to investigate. So obviously it's... Well, maybe is there another detective that I can speak with there then? Because obviously I was told something totally different by Detective Mora. That's funny, because Detective Mora mentioned that if the local system doesn't work, then that's when the AG gets involved. And who am I speaking with again? Fitzgerald. Okay. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Happy holidays. Okay.